sounds like I gotta wait for Princess. Princess Jebby?
Oh, yeah. Thorns surrounded by roses. All right.
Princess. 7 turnovers, what I have.
We had a lot.
All right, keep this one kind of brief. They do have 1,000 adoring fans still.
Yeah.
I just pulled them in so we can get it over and go back. So Gavin will just start us off with an opening statement and then we'll roll.
I haven't had much time to really look at Josh's flow chart for women's basketball. My wife was all about it for football, so I'm sure it's good, but like, we just were focusing on what we could control. No, it's amazing, really good job. But I'm just extremely proud of like our program, our team, surrounded by these guys, and then obviously AB and Sam, like just tremendous people, and that's what I'm so proud of. Like these guys are going to be in my life for the rest of my life, and that's something that doesn't show up in stat sheets or win columns. And again, that's why everybody asks, do you stress? Like I do, yeah. I'm passionate about what I do, but the relationships that we build are genuine, authentic, and I'm just so proud of everybody showing up tonight, giving it their best. We had a great first quarter, great third quarter, and then at the fourth quarter, it's kind of games out of hand, and I think we just kind of let our guard down a little bit, and that's part of it. But just glad we could send these guys out on senior night with a win. So now we await. Tomorrow we'll be scoreboard watching and learning our fate in Kansas City. So just extremely proud of our program and where it sits right now.
Let's ask questions for Maddie and Lonnie, and then we'll dismiss them.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
We'll go the easy route. What does this night mean for both of you to be able to have this? It's 3 years for both of you here and just kind of wrapping up your career.
I'll try not to get emotional, but it means so much. I mean, I had a rough first 2 years, and I'm ever so grateful to have the opportunity to come back and have a coaching staff and a head coach that just believes in me so much. And I think playing for this team and playing for the staff, it means the world, because not every team has a family, and I think I played for this sisterhood, and it's just unbelievable. I couldn't have asked for a better year, and I'm really happy that I'm doing it with this group.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this. It hasn't really hit me yet, but I think now it's starting to kind of hit me. Sorry. Before coming here, I was in a really dark place, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to keep playing basketball. But the coaching staff and the girls that were here took me in and gave me another opportunity to play the game and to find that joy again. And I'm forever grateful for Gavin and the staff and my teammates for allowing me to have another chance at college basketball. And like Gavin said, it's not only the points and wins or losses, but for me it's all the relationships I've been able to build since being here. And these two sitting next to me especially, oh gosh, it's really weird to think about not wearing this jersey with them, and after, we still have games left, so we still have that. But it's just crazy to think about coming in here, and now they've really helped me grow, everyone here, and like I said, just helped me find my light again, not only on the court but in life, and I'm just extremely grateful for this program.
On senior nights for both of you, it's obviously can be tough sometimes with the emotions that you bring, but you guys jump out to a 15-2 start. How much easier does that make the game? Obviously, you still have a good 30 minutes left of the game, but how much easier does that make it for you guys to know that you can kind of ease into it a little more?
It definitely just, when you see the ball go in the hole, at any time of the game, you kind of just pressure goes down, and everyone's feeling it. I can do my role. I don't have to overdo like put on the captain and like, I gotta overdo my part. So knowing that, like, it felt very balanced in the beginning of the game, and like everyone was scoring, everyone was doing their part, and so it was just extremely fun too. Everyone's cheering, everyone's locked in and engaged, and I'm just so proud to have the teammates I do, and it was just really special to be out there with them today.
Heading into this game, you guys have been averaging 8.9 three-pointers made in a single game. Tonight, you guys had 11. Lonnie, you had 4 alone. What was working from beyond for you guys tonight, and what made it so easy to, pull the trigger when you guys had those looks out from 3 tonight?
I mean, I think we have a great confidence in ourselves and in one another, and all week we were saying that we knew that that 3 was going to be there for us. But Arizona did a great job pressuring us. So for us, I mean, we attacked it, and that inside-out 3 works in our favor usually. I did not know that we made that many, but dang, am I happy for us that we haven't had a night like that in a while, so that's super awesome.
Lonnie, I don't know if you'll remember this moment in the game, but throughout some of the times this year, like when you guys get sped up, it just kind of causes some chaos. Tonight, you kind of gathered the team and you said, slow down, slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what was going through your head at that time, and just kind of how did that help this team kind of stay in check?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think with some experience, I understand games can get pulled from underneath you, and especially in times of chaos, that's that seniority I had to kind of put on the backpack and be like, guys, relax, But luckily, I have great teammates that were willing to listen and just, play our game. I think we dictated the tempo the entire game, and I want to say it was like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Arizona was dictating it, and I realized, like, hey, we got to relax. But I mean, that comes with, those young players not realizing, but also I think we let the game get ahead of ourselves because we were playing with the scoreboard, not our game.
Maddie, you talk about the game being balanced. 4 guys tonight had double-digit points. And everyone but 2 people scored tonight. Just talk about how this team, when everyone's, on the same page and firing, how, powerful and competent this team can be.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen in a few games already this season when everyone's firing and not even scoring, but we do need to score to win games. But just like contributing and what they add, their value to the program when they're doing that, we're so hard to beat. And that showed tonight. And like I said, I think it's great timing, especially with the tournaments coming up. So yeah, and then obviously it being senior night, like it just was the best way for us to go out.
Speaking about the tournament, obviously you guys don't know where you're necessarily going to be, but you're either going to get a first-round bye or you're going to be one of the top seeds of that first day. What's kind of your headspace right now and how you approach the tournament?
I think within this next couple weeks, all we can do is focus on ourselves until we get our opponent. We understand that this conference isn't easy, but we've also played everyone, so we just got to focus on ourselves until we understand our opponent, but regardless of who we're going to play, we're going to attack them and, hope for the best.
Cool. You guys good with the girls? You guys can remember.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Remember, hope is not a game.
Don't miss us.
Cut that out.
Don't miss us too much.
I will, already do.
Thanks,
Gavin, kind of same question there. Just knowing that you don't know yet,
Yeah.
but what is kind of your approach going into this next few days as you go into the tournament?
Yeah, I think tomorrow off, we'll get just rested, collect ourselves, and then scoreboard watch, and then our staff will meet. We'll get our game plan and everything pretty dialed in quickly, and then we'll have practice Monday. I'm hoping we don't have to leave till Tuesday. That just gives us an extra day. To really, I can check in on the players, their health, how they're feeling, and then also just focus on little nuances of who we could potentially play. If we have to leave on Monday, we're going to have a one-day prep, shoot around in the arena Tuesday, play Wednesday, and it is what it is. I joked with these guys last week, like, okay, I packed 4 suits last year and I used 1. Like, come on, let's make sure I use all my attire. Jokingly, but we just one game at a time. 1-0, give it everything we got, and the winners stay. So we want to just make sure we can stay there as long as we can. I think we have a great opportunity to play our way into the NCAA tournament.
That 15-2 run to start the game, and then obviously the third quarter, which obviously we've talked about hasn't been as great for you guys. How important were those tonight in a game against Arizona? Huge,
because we've been talking about it so much. So that's been good. 2 games in a row where it's like we're really focusing coming out of the locker room at halftime. And so that's just it's refreshing to see that it's like, okay, good. We understand the importance of our starts. And so, yeah, really, again, this team continues to want to improve, and they keep showing up with the willingness to learn and make adjustments. And, again, tonight's film is going to show us a lot, like, we still can correct this, we still can do that. And that's what we're going to do, and just have fun doing it, though.
Coach, like Sammy was talking about, there's so much balance in that stat sheet tonight. Just how satisfying is that to be able to see it, especially, this late in the season, be able to see so many different contributors? Yeah,
I'm just really, the focus and the intensity from our offensive execution, it was really on for the majority of the night. A lot of good cutting to the baskets, utilizing our spacing and cuts, moving the basketball. And so that's why the stat sheet gets filled up by everybody. At halftime, I think it was 15 assists to 18 baskets. And so, we finished 23 assists on 28 made baskets. That's Utah basketball. So that's something I'm always really proud of. But just our off-ball movement was really good. A few times we got trapped and we threw the ball away. That's to be expected. But for the most part, just really proud of our poise and our fundamentally sound pivoting and getting the ball out of those traps. And I think that's what led us to those open threes as well.
In basketball, a lot of it's talked about it's hard to win in February, and you're coming off of 2 big wins to close out the month of February and head into March. How important was it to, pick up this speed the last 2 games? And then kind of a tougher question, do you think this team is peaking when you need to?
Yeah, I think, it was a much-needed win in Boulder. We had to stop the bleeding. We weren't playing our best. It's almost as if we were like, not that the pressure's getting to us, but we kind of knew that we needed to win 2 or 3 of those games to really solidify our stance. I'm not sure that's where their head was at, but it seemed like we were playing a little tense. So, I just had to remove that, pressure and just like, guys, let's go have fun, man. We have all the capabilities to beat anybody in this league, and when we show up and we're casual, we're going to lose to anybody in this league. So we have the talent, we have the skill set, we have the system. Like, let's just go out and play. Don't worry about making mistakes. I know you're going to be focused on the game plan. I know you're going to try to execute it. And let's just go. Let's enjoy each other's company, be connected, and then just play as hard as you possibly can. And they've done that over the last 2 games. And so we're going to just continue to build on it. I can't change as a head coach either. I can't make it like, okay, now it's win or lose time, or else they're going to feed off of that.
8.9 made 3-pointers up until this point, or per game this season, 11 tonight. How impressive was it for you guys to have that 11 made shots tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a huge key. We didn't tell them that, but we knew we needed to make those open shots because we did anticipate we were going to see some pressure with our on-ball screens, DHOs. So we knew that we had to get the ball out of that trap and then find the open man. And we were able to do that. And we also were able to get cutters to the basket and get some paint touches through those passes. And so it kind of just opened everything up. And then again, you got to make them too. And so just really proud of our kids being shot ready and cashing in on those.
As you guys head into this tournament, Lonnie said that you guys have played every single team in this conference. When it comes to those quick game plans, how much does it benefit you guys knowing that you guys have played everybody in this conference, and also what worked last time and what didn't work last time when you played some of these teams?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Quick, short turnaround. We can't recreate the wheel. We are who we are at this point. There may be some things and nuances we can do differently based on our first game and what we did well, what we did wrong, what we anticipate them doing. So it's that chess match, but our staff works hard. We're going to be, burning the midnight oil on Sunday. I might have to put some of those things on my eyes, which I tried the other week. They're amazing. Like, they're so cool. Anyway, I go off on a tangent, but yeah, we'll be ready.
Cool. Any more questions? Very good.
Awesome. You guys are awesome. What a great year. Thank you guys, everybody in here. Thank you.
Just gonna have a Gavin spot in.
No. There was one time, funny story, and this is off the record right now. I took my daughter to get her nails done, and Fred Whittingham was picking up his granddaughter, and he caught me. I'm like, oh, hi! So that was pretty funny. I'm like, oh, gosh.